He is the serial cheater that we interviewed. Why not just be single and have all the women that you want? And do you remember what you said?
No idea what I said back then.
You said, why, when you can have your cake and eat it too? And then any neighbors?
No,
Any close neighbors that you go get the mail? And
no, it's silly people who do stuff like that.
did you want your marriage? I think somebody who cheats a lot is somebody who is okay with being found out.
No, I grew up with a single parent raising me, and I always wanted a good family life.
Love and Lies.
And today we have our anonymous guest. His name is Sebastian. Do you guys remember Sebastian? Say hi, Sebastian.
Hello, everyone.
Ah, that voice. He is the serial cheater that we interviewed. There are a lot of people that have a lot of opinions and feelings about your episode in particular. And so he's in town this weekend and he granted us an interview so we could do, this is actually our official reunion. Where are they now? Yeah, homecoming. So I'm super excited. Okay, so I was listening to our interview last night and I asked you in there, why not just be single and have all the women that you want? And do you remember what you said?
No idea what I said back then.
You said, why, when you can have your cake and eat it too?
Wow.
Does that surprise you?
No, not really. I think it was more of where I was at in my life and who I was with at the time.
Okay. So your answers might be a little different.
Absolutely.
Oh, okay. See, I'm learning with you guys. I don't know all these answers, so I'm with you guys on this. Okay, so I ask everybody, every guest, if they have any special requests. Yours was to do this.
It was said in jest, but with your looks and your personality, you make it very tempting.
That's funny. But his request was Modelo or Jack and Coke, right? Or whiskey and Coke?
Rum and Coke.
Rum and Coke. But we don't have any ice here at the studio, so it was Modelo. Okay, so there was a public court case about you around the time that we were interviewing. Was that around, did that have something to do with your cheating?
No.
That had nothing to do with it?
No, I put myself in a bad situation and things happened, but
Nothing. It didn't have anything to do with cheating?
No.
Why did I think that? Okay. Where are you now? Are you married?
No.
You're divorced?
Yes, and so happy and content, and I'm with somebody who I love more than anybody I've ever been with.
Oh, really?
Absolutely.
Okay, so what happened with the marriage? Was it because you got caught cheating?
No, I honestly wish it had been that. I think it was a combination. Whenever you enter a relationship, it's two people trying to make something happen. If you're not on the same page, it's going to fail. It just got bad and bad to the point where she talked more and I talked less, and it dissolved.
So was cheating an escape for you if you were in that type of a marriage and at the time looking back? Or when you say you talk less, because that happens to a lot of marriages, and
the cheating part was more of my personality and how I lived my life. It wasn't necessarily to be spiteful or anything like that. Of course, I wouldn't have done it, I suppose, if I was happy at home, but it was just happening.
You guys were together for, I think the total was 15 years, but 20 years together.
Yeah.
Because when we interviewed, it was 15.
Yep. And we were together approximately 20 years. Yeah.
Okay. So did she ever find out about you cheating?
She has no idea no, she one time she walked into a establishment and saw somebody sitting on my lap. But there was nobody I'd ever hook up with, but it was a bad look for so-and-so, but she never caught me flat out cheating on her. No.
So she walked in while you guys were married with a girl on your lap.
Mm-hmm.
And what did she do?
She approached me and said some remark, and I was really inebriated at the time, and went after her and went home. We talked about it, but it wasn't like caught. It was like, what happened to you? Why are you doing this? Blah, blah. And I explained myself, and we...
Well, what did you tell her? Because was that somebody that you had cheated with prior, or you were going to cheat with?
Could I have cheated on her with her? Yes, but I did not cheat with her. I never had touched this girl before or anything like that. It was just me being overly flirtatious and being caught in the moment with somebody sitting on your lap as a married person, which is not cool.
Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. So she doesn't have a clue?
No. To the extent that I cheat on her? Absolutely not.
Wait, the extent or at all? Does she have a clue that you were a cheater?
Honestly, I think she cheated. I think it's hard to explain. I think she accuses me of cheating on her when I wasn't, way more times than I actually did, to be honest with you.
She accused you of cheating more than you actually did, and the times that you were actually being faithful. So does that make it?
No, it doesn't make it right at all. No.
It doesn't count.
Not at all.
It doesn't count.
But I think just the way I live my life, my actions, like, she's not stupid. She's like, oh, where are you till this time of night? Blah, blah. But she never caught me cheating on her.
Did any of her friends or anybody like that? Was her friends like, girl, I'm getting the impression that
a couple of her friends hooked up with me.
Oh, yeah. Damn, that sucks.
Not for me.
That sucks. Those
are friends?
Bitches. No, that's not cool, man. That sucks. Did you know that you could sleep with them? Did you work them, or were they somebody like?
A little bit of both. Some were just blatantly obvious from the first encounter, but that's probably one of the...
Man, were they close friends?
To be honest with you, now you said, I enjoy a challenge and always have. And somebody says you can't do that.
Yeah, you mentioned that in our interview.
Mm-hmm. And that some of it. If I saw some were a little, maybe, then I would just press a little more. And
yeah, that's what you said last time. Did you sex with one of them in her bed?
It's our bed, number one.
Yes, but it's her bed but your bed. Did you with either one of her friends in
the
house? In the yard, in the garage?
No, not in our own house.
You did it? Not with it? Sex with anybody in your house?
Besides my ex?
Yes. Everything we do goes back to our childhood, whether we want to admit it or not. I know it sucks. Our ego doesn't want to let us go there, but it is true. We've inherited an emotional blueprint from our childhood. We inherited it. We didn't choose it, but unhealed wounds from our childhood, no matter how small that we think that they could have been, actually become the driving force of a lot in our life. Take 5 minutes to take the issues quiz. Yes, the mommy and daddy issues quiz. What this will do is give you back a reflection of your emotional blueprint so that you can see what's been running the show in your love life.
No.
So the homestead was off limits?
Yeah.
How close?
Oh.
Yeah, how close? And then any neighbors?
No.
Any close neighbors that you go get the mail and?
No, it's silly people to do stuff like that. It was
okay. So you just didn't do anything. Well, I mean, you had sex with a couple of her friends.
Yes.
You don't think that's silly?
It's
not
nice.
Close.
It's not nice.
That is pretty close. That's pretty close. Did they remain friends? Did the friends continue to act like they were her friends?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. What did you think about that?
They're shallow.
That's what you thought? Yeah.
But I hate speaking about it as to make excuse for my weakness and my bad comings. It's my fault. Shouldn't have been doing it. Took advantage of less intelligent people for the most part. They have sexual needs, I do, and so forth. But when you could talk to somebody and have them do what you want, then it's them, and you think less of them afterwards, especially if they were supposed to be their friends.
Right. And then you're watching this when they're coming over for the parties or dinners and things like that. And they're like looking at you and
saying things. And
did you have the two girls? How many friends did you have sex with of hers?
2.
Did you have all 3 of the women standing in the same room at one point?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God. You just said, you mentioned it as a weakness. Do you consider it a weakness, cheating?
Absolutely.
For sure?
Yeah, it is a weakness. It's, especially now, what I've gone through in my maturity, it's not right. And if you truly care about somebody, you're going to take a step back and think and not put yourself in those situations. As a cheater, you put yourself in situations to cheat. It becomes part of how you breathe and live. You sit in certain spots, you make yourself visible and say certain things and draw attention to yourself. Or you look at the person that you like and you're like, oh, what do they like? And how could I get myself there? But it's a weakness in yourself, because have willpower, be strength in yourself, and do better.
Do you explained it? You described it like standing in front of the refrigerator and wanting ice cream one day, and this flavor the next day. Do you remember?
I don't remember that, but it sounds familiar, and I understand that. But you have to, like, if you want to get in shape, right? You're going to not eat the pizza. You're going to go to something else. You're gonna
Okay, so you know what I heard from that?
What?
Maybe if you want to strengthen your marriage, that you would not cheat. Did you want to strengthen your marriage? Did you want your marriage? I think somebody who cheats a lot is somebody who is okay with being found out.
No, that's not true at all.
You don't think so?
No.
So you wanted your marriage?
Yeah, I did. 100% I did. And more so for the kids. I grew up with a single parent raising me, and I always wanted a good family life. That's important to me. I'm great with kids, and I love them. And the whole aspect of being a family and a team, sort of a marriage is, it's a co-op. You work together to achieve a common goal. And if that's not happening, you're going to do whatever you need or want, which may not be right.
Do you think she ever cheated on you?
I hope so.
Did that make you feel better?
No, it wouldn't make me feel better, but I don't like her, and I'll never speak to her as long as I live, but I want her to be happy and be gone.
Well, you guys co-parent, right? So you have to see her?
No, it's done. There's no contact in the family.
So the kids?
She and the kids one way, me the other way.
Oh, really? Wow. Okay. How many women have you had sex with? I didn't ask you this question when we interviewed. You said that you had cheated about 20 times with her at that time.
Okay.
I thought that was probably pretty low.
Wasn't the amount of times. It was.
The women were 20.
I would guess that. That sounds about right. But if you're asking how many times, your question now is
how many women have you had sex with?
How many men have you had sex with?
Well, I'm not the one being interviewed.
Oh, I just figured it was a fair question. You would ask me. I figured I could ask you. No?
That is a good question.
So you're not going to answer?
No.
Oh, okay. To be honest, if I had to guesstimate, I would say roughly 150, maybe more, probably more.
Sounds like fun.
Most of the time, yeah, it's fun.
Okay, so you said also in the interview that you are attracted to somebody's inside beauty more than you are
100%
outside.
100%. You, first of all, you're a beautiful woman. 100%. And ever since I met you, I looked at the lips, the light eyes, the curves. But as I've followed you and got to know you better, your inside is 10 times prettier than your outside.
Man, I appreciate that. That's a true compliment. I love that.
From the heart. It's true. And that's, you make it tough. Like when I said the other night, we have to do this naked and everything, I thought to myself, would I cheat now with you if the opportunity came up? Like if you said, okay, I'm going to shock him and show up in this interview room naked, would I do it? It'd be hard not to, but chances are it wouldn't happen.
So if I wanted to seduce you, you wouldn't let me?
I would fight the urge as best as I could.
Really?
100%.
And where would you break? What's Sebastian's weakness? We have Sebastian's. Weakness? This is the most not anonymous episode. He's got his friends here. Very good friends who know all about his life.
My weakness would be catching me in a weaker state, inebriated.
Oh, okay. So good thing we didn't go with the rum, right?
Well, true. That'd be a start, but you'd really have to come on strong, and it'd have to be something I wanted.
Oh,
it'd be that want.
Okay. So then, okay. So that just kind of sounded like something that you wanted. If you didn't want it, then there isn't a weakness in you that you would just have sex. Because there are people out there that, need sex, are weakened by opportunities and fall into it. But you say the difference is with you have to want it, and then it would probably go down. But if you didn't want it and somebody was hitting on you and trying to seduce you,
it happens a lot, and I laugh at it. It's funny. Obviously my ego gets blown, but there's times when people hit on me and I encourage it
because you're flirtatious.
Yeah, 100%.
Right,
and it feels good to be liked and wanted.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that at all. You also said in the interview that you didn't think that it was possible for somebody to be in love with multiple people. Do you feel that way still? In love with two girls at one time kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because
I've personally never been in love with two people at the same time. Not saying it's not possible. I currently love one person now and don't want to love another. But I don't think in my sexual career that I've ever loved two people at the same time.
So with the women, okay, so what was the longest duration of time that I would consider an affair, but I don't think you were into affairs, right? Or were you? Because there's having sex and getting together and doing, but then there's affairs, and I think affairs more are emotional.
Before my ex, there was a woman who our guest met and actually was on one of our dates. She was married. I wasn't. Picked me up, and this went on for over 13 years while she was married, and then I got married during it, and when it ended, I was still married.
So you guys were both married at one time.
But when it started, I wasn't married. She was.
And then she got married.
No. She was always married.
Always married. You got married.
I got married.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. All right. If you could erase it all and never have cheated, is that something that you would do?
No.
If you had a chance to?
No.
No regrets?
We all have regrets in life, but
you know what? I agree with that. This whole no regret thing. I mean, we learn from our lessons, of course.
Makes you a better person. Absolutely.
I know I have regrets in life. Mm-hmm. And I think that that's an important message, because a lot of people, if they're like, fuck it, I always hear no regrets. There are absolute regrets in life that you live with forever.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. We make mistakes and move on, but I didn't live my life thinking I'm going to do this purposefully, but now being more mature and so forth, there's things I do regret, but on the other part, I wouldn't change anything I've done, and it's made me who I am now to strengthen me.
Were you always a cheater? I don't remember if we asked that before your wife with the other women that you dated. Were you a cheater?
I was overall considered a cheater, but there was a couple of girls that I was faithful to.
Okay. You were raised by a strong woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
I remember us talking about her.
Yes.
And your father wasn't in the picture.
No.
Are the women that you were drawn to strong women? Was your ex-wife a strong woman?
No.
She wasn't.
No.
So were the women that you were cheating with, is that like a personality
Trait that I'm drawn
that
to?
you...
I do admire strong women 100%.
Mm-hmm.
But it was never like some guys like, oh, I'm going to go after somebody with physical attributes. And like, I'm going to go after big boobs. I'm going to go after a big ass. I'm going to go after somebody really smart, somebody stupid. No, it was more of a whatever I could connect with them and vice versa than it was. It wasn't targeted to one demographic.
Okay, because I was thinking when you say that you liked challenges, if a woman was stronger, if it was more of a challenge, or if it was... What would make it challenging? That she wasn't convinced in her mind?
Might be something she said, but if the girl, a lot of times girls hang out in multiples. Okay,
mm-hmm.
You go to a club and there's the 10, the chubby one, the awkward one. Right off the bat, I would go to the awkward one, and the other two would get jealous, and it was all planned out in my mind.
Okay, because then women compete.
Oh, and get jealous. Yeah, 100%.
So now the awkward one wants...
No, not the awkward one. The 10 is watching this whole
time. So you're going for the 10.
She's used to every guy 100%. She's used to that guy coming up to her right off the bat. Boom, boom.
Did you see that in a movie? There's a movie where that's played out, and the guys are saying when you go in and there's like there's like 5 women hanging out, that you go for, because the attractive one assumes she's going to be the one to get hit on. And then the girl that you're giving attention to, now all of a sudden the 10 is like,
what's going on?
Whoa, what? And then, so she starts competing, and then that's how you pull the 10.
It works.
Oh my God.
It wasn't
y'all,
in a movie. It works.
I'm going to have to put that clip, the name of that clip, in the content. Because that exactly what you just said is what's played out in this. Okay. What would you say to women that have been cheated on? Is it their fault?
No, it's not their fault. Let me reframe that. Ladies, if you're with a man, take care of him like you want to be treated. What his needs are, you know what your needs are, make it happen. If you know that your husband loves spaghetti 3 times a week, cook him spaghetti 3 times a week, even if you may not want it that third day. It's a compromise. He does things that you don't like, or he doesn't like, excuse me. Mm-hmm. And there's no advice, but you really have to look at, it's a team. It is a team. You give, I give, it works. When one person doesn't give, there's going to be problems. If you're in a relationship and you're not getting physical, emotional, financial support, what you need, you're going to find it somewhere else. And that's cheating, plain and simple.
Yeah, you mentioned you're pretty adamant about emotional cheating is something that you didn't do, absolutely. And that you actually consider to be a bigger...
Worse?
Yeah, it's
worse.
A lot worse, and that you wouldn't do it.
If I was not well endowed, for instance... But seriously, if I knew that I couldn't please my wife and she's like, I got to buy a vibrator or I have to get, okay, let's go find you one, but I want you happy. I want you happy in our home, being satisfied. Or if she liked, go back to spaghetti, I would go out and, find a recipe for it. You have to give and take in a relationship, and you're not going to cheat if you get what you want at home. There's no reason to.
Do you really think that? Because there are plenty of women that are going to disagree with you on that.
Why did you say women, by the way, are going to disagree with me?
Well, because women are the one that you cheated with, and you're talking about being in a marriage with your relationship. Yes,
Okay.
no, men aren't just the cheaters. Plenty of men and women cheat.
Either side.
But women do. I mean, the experiences are going to be different for a man than it is for a woman. And when you're saying, spaghetti 3 times a week, I'm sure a lot of women out there do that and a lot more for their partner. And those women are going to say, no, men are still going to cheat. I did this for him. I did that for him. Where do you think is the real connection? Or, because if there's not a real connection, because you were in love with your wife, you loved your wife, you were very clear about that too. So, because women assume that it's them, they feel like they weren't enough, or if they would have just, I do agree. You don't want to get out of a relationship, marriage, and look back and go, I should have made spaghetti 3 nights a week. I do believe that if there's something that you think that you would look back and go, I know where I dropped the ball, I think you need to pick that up. Anybody listening, man or woman, you need to pick that up and start applying that in your life, because that's where it sucks for you, because you just don't know. If I would have made spaghetti 3 times a week, would that have made a difference?
You could always look back and second guess yourself in any situation. But as you said, and we said, and we're discussing, it's a teamwork, and I'm not getting it here. I'm going to get it somewhere.
So it was sex that you were getting from her?
If it was as easy as one thing,
right,
as spaghetti, it'd be easier. It'd be a lot more happy relationships. But it's a combination of things. If you're not being supported emotionally, physically, mentally, you have problems. So you have to try to connect as many dots as possible in this relationship to make it work.
Did you and your ex-wife talk about sex a lot? Were you very open about sex? Were you able to go to her and say, I want to try this, I'd like to do that? Was she more closed off to it? Because a lot of women, a lot of men, I coach a lot of men, they cheat because the woman at home isn't doing what the other girls do. I do believe that the women at home just either need to have permission, give themselves permission to be, that person in the bedroom that they wish that they could be, but it's hard for them to see themselves like that, or again, give themselves permission. So
to be honest,
then they're not applying that, and then they get mad if
they get cheated on.
I mean, it's no reason to cheat, leave the marriage, leave the relationship, and then go see whoever it is that you want to see and do what you want to do. But there is, I mean, if we're going to be real, there are a lot of people at home that aren't there actually for their partner. They can't talk openly. They can't say, hey, I'd like to try that this weekend, or let's do this. I believe that connects a couple and would leave you both on both sides less likely to have the desire or need to.
It's not just sexual, and we're focusing on that. Obviously, it's what people want to hear and talk about, and it's what cheating is, unless it's emotional, financial, physical, whatever. There's many things that it was sexual with my ex. Sex was okay. It got a little stagnant and so forth, but it wasn't the amount of times, or it was more so that other aspects of her personality and what she was doing at her home made me dislike her more and go out and just seek relief, for lack of better words, with someone else.
So there was a disconnect between you and her. That's why I think that talking about intimacy is super important, because it's not, you mentioned, we're talking about, we're pointing at that area in a marriage, but I think it allows, it bleeds into all other aspects of your relationship and life. And I think that it helps people stay connected, because it's talking about it, the communication. It's really the communication. You could be communicating about anything, but I think that the communication, especially for women, they love communication.
Yes. And one thing I want to shout out to every man out there and woman too. It's a lot of self-realization. She was going through the change. I can't understand that. I don't have those hormones ripping through me like I was a 13-year-old again, whether negative or positive, but I'm sure they don't feel as confident with themselves. They're not as wet as they used to be, blah, blah, blah. But if you're going through something, you know you're going through something, realize that and say something to your husband. And guys, if she's acting crazy, she is crazy. It's there might be a reason why. You may not be able to control it, but if you can have that conversation and work around it, it'll help, I think.
Man, I think husbands and wives need to take their partners, and everybody needs to go get the hormones checked, because it affects men and it affects women. Mm-hmm. And again, the communication, this is so hard. Sex and money are the two hardest things for people to talk about. And I swear,
is it though?
Yeah. Well, for most people.
Oh, just to talk about, or
just to talk. I mean, people are afraid to talk about money. They're not confident in it. They don't know how to move about it. And it's the same thing with sex. Like, it's just these two topics. So if people could get comfortable talking about those two topics,
it'd be better.
I think that it would make them better communicators, because you would be able to ask what it is. You would be able to have the communication about the hormones. I don't know. It sounds like there was a disconnect way before that.
It was a gradual, and I'm not blaming it just on that. Mm-hmm. There's lots of different factors. And I'm not a person who points at somebody, because when you point at somebody, there's three fingers pointing back at you. Mm-hmm. Two people failed in this relationship, my end and her end. But I felt, for the most part, throughout this courtship or relationship, that I was more willing to change and evolve, for lack of better words. But
while you were in the marriage with her, while you were cheating?
Yep.
Because you thought,
not saying I'm justifying what I did. It was 100% wrong, but it felt good for me. And call me selfish as it may be, but if you're not being treated right, get yours. You know what I mean?
You feel that way?
Yeah, 100%. Why live your life completely miserable if you're not getting what you want?
Right.
Either get out leave. Or do
right. You can leave. Mm-hmm. Why didn't you leave?
Mainly for the kids. That was the main reason. And I like being with somebody. I love the feeling of being in a relationship. It's a good feeling. When you roll over at night and somebody's touching you and you're like, I have this person, a little kiss on the cheek. That's a good feeling. It's not a good feeling to the cold side of the bed. Or
when we talked, you were so in love with her. I mean, that's what you said. You did.
Before?
You were like, I'm in love with my wife. I'm in love with my wife.
I was. But if you tell somebody, if you do this, this is going to happen, no matter what it's, and they know what type person you are, and they still do it. Enough said.
You mean as far as saying if this keeps on happening, then we're divorcing, or if this keeps on happening, I'm going to go outside the marriage?
If you divorce me, this was the exact sentence. She said, if we separate, would you still be friends with me? I said, absolutely not. Not a chance. I don't know what's in me, if it's how I was raised, what. I'm not the type of person who brings people back in my life. If you're done with me.
What sign are you?
A Leo.
A Leo. You know what? I just decided last week that Leos are my favorite sign. I'm a Scorpio. Okay. But I love Leos. Okay. I really do. I think that they're just such awesome people.
Thank you.
Okay, so you were just saying that you had mentioned to her, if we divorce, then no, I'm not going to bring you back into my life. We're not going to hang out. We're not going to be friends.
Nope, not
I'm moving on. Yeah, I'm with you on that. Mm-hmm. I mean, unless you got a co-parent with, because of the kids, but for the most part, yeah.
Done.
Right. So that's what happened.
Mm-hmm.
You were going to the book clubs to find women. Do you remember telling me that? You would go to book clubs to find women?
That was just something I was interested in. It could be baseball games. I didn't specifically go there for that, but I love intelligence. Like I said, I am so attracted to you, and it's not because of all this gorgeousness. It's your intellect. It really is.
There's something called sapiosexual, which intelligence gets, and I'm like that too. It's like I don't care who it is. If they are intelligent, I'm just like I start looking at them different.
100%.
Okay, I wanted to wait. So tell me, who are you with right now?
I'm with a lovely young lady.
How did you guys meet? Did you meet her while you were with your wife?
It was right as it was ending, but not the cause of.
Okay.
Not the cause of at all.
Okay.
And we weren't together until months after I met her at a restaurant that I frequent after playing the sport.
Okay. And then, so have you been faithful to her?
100%.
100%. How long you guys been together?
It'll be 2 years in August.
Okay, wait. So
it's mind blown.
Wait. Okay, so my understanding, you were here a year ago.
2 years ago.
2 years ago. It wasn't a year ago.
No.
Okay.
It's right when I first met her too.
Okay. So I was gonna say, because I heard he had sex when he was here last. Isn't that funny? I know when you're having sex in town.
Yeah, you do. People know.
But hey, for the record, he was here 2 years ago and didn't cheat. Huh? Wasn't serious, but it was 2 years ago and he didn't cheat. Cause we were thinking it was a year ago and that you were in your relationship for 2 years. Okay. So what's the difference, you guys? She makes you spaghetti 3 times a week.
She does a lot. It's twofold. I cannot stress this enough. It's never you who messes up. It's 2 people who mess up. Mm-hmm. Somebody might actually commit the act of cheating, but it's 2 people that are going to mess up and cause this action to happen. But
I don't know if I necessarily agree with that. I think majority of relationships there's 2, but I do believe that there are relationships out there where somebody
it's not always
good and supportive and loving and has all is a freak, a leak, and all of that stuff, and that their partner cheats because they cheat. But it's important that the message is that it's not because the cheater's cheating, because the cheater's choosing to cheat, not because the person that they're cheating on
did something wrong or
did something. They can leave that. Well, let's say this. Let's say this, because that does happen. I mean, all the variations that it could go down and for all the reasons it goes down happens. But I think the message that we're both trying to give is that for the people that are cheated on, we're not going to say women specifically, but people that are cheated on, that it's not because you're not enough or because people do go, why, maybe I should have lost weight. Maybe I should have this. Maybe I should have. Well, you know what I say to that is maybe you should have, but for yourself.
True.
Do you know what I mean? A lot of people wait too
late
get into themselves and to self-love after the breakup instead of self-love and doing what it is that 100%. They want and that makes 2 people, they can start growing apart. And then the beauty of that though is if you've been self-love, that about that part of you in the relationship, that you were your best you, and that you don't have that insecurity of going, I got too skinny, or I worked way too much and I know I should have been home more, or I think we pretty much know what we're going to feel guilty for at the end of a relationship, that we know that we could have.
You're always going to look for something,
right?
Why did this happen to me?
But somebody can leave. Somebody can just leave.
Or better themselves.
Yeah, or better themselves.
The relationship.
Right.
It shouldn't always be better yourself. Better.
Do you think that when somebody cheats that it could actually strengthen a marriage?
Oh, yeah.
I agree.
I think that 100%. You might go out and smash something and be like, it's not as good as what I have at home. It wasn't worth that. Usually happens.
Or you get caught and then you are, because it could be a symptom of something that's going on and not the problem, a symptom of, sounds like for you that it was a symptom. right? Maybe. Or you were the problem.
My relationship didn't end because of my cheating.
Would you ever confess to her one day? Would you be like,
I'll never
since you hate her, would you be like, look here,
that
I around on you 20 times?
I could over and over. And I know
20 women, not even 20 times.
I know how better her, but no, it's, and I know it's more hurtful that I will never speak to her again as long as I live. Giving her that energy, that attention, that's way more hurtful than she would love that attention if I came back and said, I did this, you did this, blah, blah. She's not worth it.
Was the divorce just cut like short and sweet?
It took a long time, but no, it wasn't short and sweet. But
what would you say to men out there that are cheaters?
Figure out
that
why.
Are doing it maybe because of the same reasons. Okay, let's talk to the men out there that are cheating that actually do love their wife or their girlfriend. I'm not talking about the guys that just cheat because they're assholes, but
what I would say to them is I'm nobody's dictator and I'm not perfect, and do you. It's, if it makes you feel good, do it, but don't hurt other people in the process. End your relationship now if it's not what you want, or communicate with your spouse what you do want, whether it's physical, whatever, but long run cheating is not worth it. One day you're going to find what you really want and you're going to stick with it.
Okay, so you're saying well, first of all, you need to figure out if you really want your partner.
Yeah. Do you want this person? 100%.
Do you really want this person?
Do you want that person? If so, work it out, discuss it. Let them know you are mine, I want you. Let's make this work.
Would you suggest that they confess, or
no?
What she don't know or he knows, then they don't know. Just change.
Just change
and commit.
Just change and be committed. Because you might lose what you really want, and in the long run, that's going to hurt two people. So if you could express out what you really want and don't get caught out, don't tell her what you did. Or you could be remorseful and not let it happen again. But yeah.
Did you live with a lot of guilt? Okay, so we got the Serial Cheaters, a Changed Man episode
going on.
Really? You don't think you'll ever cheat again?
No.
Why?
Because of my history, but how I've matured, and because what I have now, I'm completely content with what I have.
What changed in you that you think reveals that you won't ever cheat again? When you say maturity, and
I don't know how much has changed,
or the woman just changed. Ooh,
I think it's once again, it's not one or the other. It's a combination. Me evolving and being a better person, and just meeting someone who I want and cares for me, and working together.
But you wanted your wife when you were here.
I did.
You were in love with your wife.
I was. And things on my part and her part made that dissolve quickly. And
well, you know what? At least you guys are divorced now, and she's not being cheated on, and you're not cheating.
Mm-hmm.
Because you did say that you did have guilt. Not that you would stop doing it, but that you did carry guilt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I carried guilt. You do things, and have you ever had a diet? You work out a lot, right? Mm-hmm. Did you ever eat something and be like, oh, shouldn't I eat that donut? Mm-hmm. But I did it. I'm striving, and I'm going to be committed to this diet. I'm going to work out, but
that's a diet.
It's human nature, though. It's human nature. You tell yourself, this is a marriage. I love this person. I'm going to do this as commitment. All of a sudden, that donut comes walking across in red high heels, and what?
A donut and red high heels. Okay, wait a minute. So, wait, you just said that did you say it's human nature to cheat? Because
yeah, I do believe so.
So we're not supposed to be with one person? Do you think?
I think you should be with one person.
Wait, do you think that you could be with one person the rest of your life?
Yes.
And be committed and be happy as long as you're getting spaghetti 3 times a week?
Yes.
What else do you need to be happy as a man? I want to know. For real. Okay. How many times a week do you have to have? And does it have to be like she's standing on her head? Is it lovemaking? What is it that
she's very sexual and
traveling? Like, what do you think makes a fulfilling relationship to keep a serial cheater, for him to change and be in a committed relationship and not cheating? What is the difference? What are you getting?
Number one, I'm going to say it's not the I am
Love.
getting that a lot. I'm getting a lot of with her. The fact that she wants it, I want it, helps. But the habits, genuine hygiene, keeping the house clean together. We are very similar in
you know
what we do and how we live our lives and our plans. I've had conversations with her 2 months in a relationship that I didn't have over 20 years with my ex about what we want, how to spend our money, and so forth.
Because 20 years, that means you're 20 years younger and not with the experience of life. And even know, I know if 20 years ago,
yeah,
like we're totally different people.
Are we?
I mean, I've changed. I've grown. It's like, would I still be driving the same car that I was driving when I was 20?
Do
you know what I mean? Like you evolve, you grow, you
mature,
evolve
100%.
But I mean, your spirit is probably the same, but you've got, well, hold on. We have a successful marriage in the audience right now. How long you guys been married? 19 years. 19 years. And what do you attribute to 19 years of? Because you guys, they are a loving, happy couple. I know it's not always.
I'll let her answer.
See, that's why it's successful.
But 19 years, like, because you're married, you have to go through what we're talking about. Just the changes physically, emotionally, mentally, sexually, all of that with two people. How do you stay aligned? What would you say? Is it the communication? What is it? Is it the sex? Is it traveling? What is it? Because you guys have got kids too. You got a demanding schedule. What? Common goals. So sharing and like having the same values or goals? Both. Yeah, I believe values is really important for people to make sure that they have. Because you can't just leave because of the kids. Kind of, they keep you accountable, huh?
Communication's key. Spaghetti.
Communication and spaghetti. Spaghetti. That's okay. So the serial cheater has had his best friend has been married happily for 19 years. So it's not like you're going out hanging around with a bunch of dudes that cheat and don't want to be home. All right, so what does the serial cheater need to be fulfilled in life?
This is a selfish answer, but I'm going to say I need my needs, and hopefully they're hers as well, to be met together. And I'm not saying that in a selfish, it's such a selfish answer, but I'm looking at it as what she wants, what I want, and it fits. It works. For whatever reason, it works. This is what she wants, this is what I want, and we're both striving and to achieve these goals.
And you love providing for her needs, I think, when you have the enjoyment. Or even when it's not fun providing for everybody's needs. Or you know what I mean? Like sometimes you're like, I don't fucking want to go to the party. I don't like your friends. Mm-hmm. But you go because it's for them and you sacrifice and you make sure that you don't stay home and just let her go or him go to the party without you. Because I think that's a problem.
Yes, it is.
Right?
That's a problem.
Right.
There's a reason why you both aren't going.
Right. And then you do need your alone time, but it needs to be doing something productive, something that's self-love, whatever.
It doesn't have to be crazy. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I thought we could play a little game.
Let's go.
And it's the would you rather game.
Okay.
Okay. I only got like 4 or 5 questions, but would you rather have to confess all of your secrets to your partner or never be able to speak to them again?
Confess my secret to them.
You would?
Absolutely.
For sure?
100%.
Because you would feel good or because you wouldn't want to lose them? Do you think that it would feel good to confess?
To be honest
to get
with
it
you,
off
to
of
be honest
you?
with you, she knows everything, almost everything about me.
So she knows that you cheated all those times?
Yeah. She knows I cheated on my ex. Yep, she does.
And does she say, are you going to cheat on me? Does she wonder about that?
She's jokingly said it, but I think because where we're at in our relationship and the amount of communication that she feels comfortable. We never know what's going to happen next minute, and she can't watch me.
Does she feel like
coming out
like
here?
if you're like coming out here because she knows
she knows that my best friend has a beautiful wife and beautiful friends and what I've done out here before, but she knows that I call her, I let her know where I'm going to be and so forth. Human nature, she wonders a little bit. I know she does,
but she doesn't put that pressure on you. She doesn't hold what you've done in the past, hold
No.
you accountable, or
she doesn't, and I
make
respect
the pressure.
that.
Okay,
No, and I respect that. It's
because I don't know if I could do that. I mean, you forgive people, and it's whatever your past is. Your past is your past.
Yeah,
but
if
somebody cheated for that amount of times, I would think that they're going to cheat.
I want you
that they're a cheater.
I want you, who's an expert in this.
Okay, let's go.
You have a date.
Because I'm looking at things from a woman's point of view. Mm-hmm. But go ahead.
Do you want your partner currently or your next partner to know everything about your past?
I don't think they need to know everything about your past. I really don't. I don't think that people need to go into their next relationship telling them anything about their past relationship.
Because you may be different than you are now.
And you know what? I agree with that because a lot of people, when they do get out of marriages, relationships, they have the perfect opportunity to be
over.
And I'm talking about sexually too. Like a lot of women, when they're getting out of the relationships, I'm like, this is your chance to be the wild girl that you wanted to be, wished to be. Maybe you couldn't be with him for, maybe he wasn't so open or maybe you were too afraid to say,
100%.
Too shy. Now you could be a little freaky leaky and the new guy doesn't even know any different. So you're just giving yourself permission to be who it is that you want to be. But I agree. I don't think anybody should tell anybody anything about their relationships from the past.
It's not lying if you don't tell. Right.
It's none of their business. But would you want to know if your partner, your new partner, had cheated with 20 women in the course of a 20-year marriage? Would you want to know that about your partner?
Nah. I don't want to know about her past relationships.
Do you trust your partner?
Yes. I do.
Has she ever cheated?
In her past relationship, she has, yeah. And she told me about it. Mm-hmm.
So we got 2 people that have cheated that a new leaf, huh? They're like, we're going to do this.
Have you ever met somebody who's never cheated on their girlfriend or spouse or boyfriend?
I wouldn't know because a lot of people do it and they don't. But I do believe that if you cheat, that you can grow stronger from it, or you do learn that that's who you aren't.
Yeah, but you don't use it as a tool, like, I'm cheating to be a better person.
Yeah, or I'm going to cheat to see, whatever. But, no. So you trust her while you're out of town.
Yes,
because she can. Okay. Would you rather have a relationship where you could only communicate through emojis or one where you can only sing lyrics of songs? Emojis or lyrics?
I'm going to go lyrics because it'd be more humorous and more challenging. It'd be easier to do emojis.
Yeah.
But I'd rather do it through song lyrics because I think it'd be fun and spice up the relationship.
That's funny. Okay. Would you rather go on a blind date with someone who is your complete opposite or on a date with someone who has same interests but has no sense of humor? That's a tough one because I think humor is so.
I love humor.
I know. Would you rather go on a blind date with someone who is your complete opposite, or somebody who you have the same interest but they don't have a sense of humor? So the complete opposite is one girl, and then the other girl, you guys have same interest but she's not funny.
I'd probably go with the not funny because I can make fun of her.
Really?
I think I could teach her some humor, opposed to every other opposite attribute. It's tough, but yeah.
What would you guys do?
I can't be with someone who's not funny.
It's funny. Humor is so.
It's very important.
So she's funny.
Mm-hmm.
I know she's awesome. I love her. This is one of my core girls in the audience. I can't say who she is, but she's awesome, isn't she?
She is. She's great.
Okay, this is the MJ question. Okay,
MJ.
All right, this is
Bring
the
it to
last
me.
one.
All right.
I'm really curious.
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather be seduced or would you rather have sex?
Seduced.
That's my answer too, Sebastian. Because what? Seduction is just like everything, isn't it?
Foreplay's always way better than the actual 30 minutes, 2 bottles of Gatorade, and a gallon of lube later.
That is so funny. Okay, so give us some last words. Tell us. What would you say to the women? What would you say to the men?
First off, I would like to thank you.
Thank
You've been a part of my maturation and where I'm at now, and I love the self-realization. But the men and women out there, if you're going to cheat, be careful and think about who you're hurting. You're going to hurt them, you're going to hurt yourself, and you're not going to grow. Do what you can to grow together or grow yourself and move on. And that's a wrap.
And yeah, I got to tell you guys, he's not a guy that you can just not like in life and in person. Like, he's not anybody that you would be like, fuck.
Did I get some bad reviews?
Yeah, no, you didn't get some bad stuff. There's just, but I got to be honest with you. I was even at the baseball game on Sunday, and then everybody kind of like started talking about the podcast, and the serial cheater episode pops up, and you know, everybody's got opinions, and so they're like, rah, rah. So I think your episode is the one episode that you were living your truth. And a lot of the episodes are maybe a lifestyle that was, or maybe, but it's always in their truth or something was after. But yours in particular, I think, because she didn't know it was something that somebody was doing, controlling somebody else's reality, basically, and them not knowing, I think is where people were like, you know, got in their feelings. But hey, it's a real topic. And a lot of people want to hear from you, because when do we get to sit down and ask somebody who is a serial cheater the questions
that they want to know?
That everybody wants to know.
Well, hopefully we do it again and you get the same answers.
I know. We'll have to do another one, another 5 years. Because I think it was 5 years ago we did that. Do it. Give it 2 years. Oh my God, your friend. Do you guys think that he's going to be able to be faithful?
I hope so.
Okay. The wife says, hell no.
I've known him most of my life.
Uh-huh.
I did not like his ex-wife.
Oh, okay.
So whatever happened. They are where they are. His new flame, I hope it works.
Have you met her?
Not in person.
Does he seem different?
FaceTimed, and
okay.
He's very cool.
What do you think?
He seems like he's in love, which I haven't seen before.
So when he was 2 years with his wife, was he didn't feel like he was in love then? Because 2 years is still honeymoonish stages. No. He wasn't like this in 2 years.
He
might
have said in the beginning of the relationship he was gaga,
uh-huh.
and his wedding speech when they did their vows was the worst thing I've ever seen. He almost fainted and fell on top of her.
Wow, really?
It was not.
There was a sign on your wedding day.
Mhm.
You know, I marry people. I will fly out there and marry you guys. If you guys want to come here and get married, I'll
Only if you did it
be the officiant
with her.
Oh,
as
that's
well.
right.
I
Oh, we can't say too much. Everybody's gonna know.
I didn't say her name.
So your friends feel like this might be a successful, committed.
I'm glad they feel that way.
Would you marry again?
Yes.
Okay, you would marry again.
Mhm.
And if you were married and you had the option to cheat again, would you leave or would you cheat? Would you just leave knowing what it is that you know now? Or would you go, I love him, man. There's a
If Halle
donut
Berry,
with
if Halle
red
Berry
heels.
came walking through the door right now and she had shoes on, I wouldn't cheat unless it came with $10 million. No,
Okay, he likes high heels. Are you a feet guy? Are you a heels guy? Why are we laughing?
no, I'm anti-feet.
He hates.
Oh, you hate feet.
But I
okay.
kiss the woman I'm with right now. I kiss her feet.
Oh,
And I've never touched
That's how I
feet in
know
my
it's
life.
Okay.
That's how I know it's different.
Okay, because the best friend would know because
He knows
he knows.
that guy knows me better than almost anybody.
So
else.
now you have more faith in yourself, probably, that
Oh,
you did
100%.
because he's saying that he. If you liked today's episode and got anything out of it, please be sure to comment, like, subscribe. We grow because of you. Thank you so much for listening.
Oh.
He's saying that but the wife was like, eh.
She's a woman and she knows how I was and how guys are. And
All right, so you wouldn't let me seduce you, huh?
you could try. I'm not going to tell you not to. It's going to be fun, but you're not going to get it.
I love it. All right, everybody. There we got it. Our reunion, our first official 11 Lives reunion. Where Are They Now episode with Sebastian, the serial cheater. Leave in the comments. What do you guys think? Do you think that he can do it or not? When you go back home.
2 days.
All right, in 2 days. You got 2 more days here. So. All right, everybody. Thank you.